that's his picture. Look at him up to the right. You see a man with a beard up there on the right, behind, after we passed the gas station. Put him on a little water tower. Doesn't look so nice, but that's what he looked like, Herzl. The guy with the beard. Look at him. That's him, Herzl. Yeah. So this is where the city was named after him. Every city in Israel has a main street which is usually called Herzl Street.
This is the
This is one of the suburbs of Tel Aviv. It's a separate city. I mean, it's not Tel Aviv, it's Herzliya. Okay? So this is, by the way, where you do have a lot of, further down near the water, they have some nice private homes too. That's also where the American ambassador lives. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame him. Takes only an hour to drive up to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv. It's much nicer and warmer here than it is in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is 2,500 feet above sea level, so it's much cooler in winter time, but it's much nicer in summertime. When the humidity here is 80%, in Jerusalem we have no humidity. So what? Who lives? And it's also the translation of the word of the book that Herzl wrote when he described what's going to happen when the Jews come back into the land. So that's how the city of Tel Aviv was built, as a new city by Jews in 1909, 1910. Okay, so it's a little over 100 years old, Tel Aviv now. So all of this area we're going to drive through used to be sand. There was nothing here. We do have a mosque back here, a Muslim shrine. And but then from now on we will only see modern buildings. And one of them used to be the American Embassy, which has now been moving to Jerusalem. Has moved to Jerusalem, but they still have, most of the offices are still here in Tel Aviv. They say it's going to take 4 years before they're going to move completely into Jerusalem. So this is the older part of the city of Tel Aviv. Some very old houses, but the land is one of the very, very expensive down here. So in the future you won't see those few houses that are back here, still back here. No, Haifa is a beautiful place to live. No, Haifa was a good city. It's built up on a hill. It's like San Francisco. It's beautiful. Haifa is one of the better cities in the world. No. Haifa is 100 kilometers north of Tel Aviv. No. Tel Aviv is, like I said, it's the commercial center of Israel, and Aviva, right? Aviv is the name for this, and Aviva is also the same word. Aviva for a girl, Aviv for a boy. A lot of boys are called Aviv, and a lot of girls are called Aviva. It's like Daniel and Daniela. Yes, you see. So we have a lot of words where we add some letters to it and make it feminine. Like LA, yeah, right. Like LA, and Haifa is like San Francisco. That's the third largest city in Israel. Jerusalem is the largest now. Tel Aviv is well, when you take Greater Tel Aviv, you get a population of over 3 million people now. Greater Tel Aviv. Yeah. We got some homeless people here too in Tel Aviv. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very very different than Jerusalem. We have a saying that says, Jerusalem to pray, Tel Aviv to play. Okay? The nicest, Jerusalem doesn't have a beach. Well, the whole area is very pretty here, yes. You saw the beautiful Mediterranean. It's right here, so there are some nice beaches here too. Here is you see the American flag? Whenever we pass by here, David used to say, "Move it to Jerusalem!" And they did. That's the old embassy. It still says here, Embassy of the United States of America, okay? They still have the name for it. The guys that work in the embassy, they want to stay in Tel Aviv. I know. Even the Ambassador Friedman lives in Herzliya. He doesn't live in Jerusalem. Yeah, that's right. You look at the beautiful beaches down here. No, that was up in Jaffa. Samaritans. Yes, that's all. Even on 1,965. We'll speak about Samaritans. See, the Turkish embassy is out here. Edomites? Yeah, well, Edomites is a complicated story. In the days, he was a half Edomite, yeah. Edom. Edomites. Here's the British embassy we're going to pass now. They won't move it, no way. They'll never move it. Here, they're here. None of the European countries will ever move their embassy. Here, they are right here. English. Here's the Swiss embassy. See, there. Only one other country has moved its embassy to Jerusalem. Which one is it? No, beside America. No, what is it? No, Brazil 1-2, but they don't let him do it. No, not Guatemala. Yes. Yeah. And it was Paraguay, but they moved back to Tel Aviv. Paraguay moved it to Jerusalem, but then 2 months later, they received a lot of money from Saudi Arabia, so they moved it back to Tel Aviv. It doesn't matter to us really if they do or don't. The important one is America, and we're happy and glad that the President did it. Trump did it. He promised to do it, and he's the only one who did it. All the others promised as well, but none of them did it. It was Bush, and it was Father Bush, son Bush. Even Clinton did. Even Obama did. He promised. None of them did it. But Trump did it. We have elections in April, 9th of April, yeah. What? Of course, it's about who is going to win the seats in the Knesset, in the parliament. No, the Labour Party is not in existence anymore. No, they are finished. No, he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. That's a new party that was just came. the new guns. Well, we'll see from here. And that's where Jerusalem gets its water from. Yeah, no, this is wider and bigger than the Jordan, the Yarkon here. Yes, and this is, and everything beyond the river, it's all brand new. There was nothing, not even a single building from here all the way to Caesarea before 1940, before 100 years. So this has all been brand new, and this is now where most of the people of this city live now, on the other side of the river. It's where we drive through now. Here they got a beautiful Central Park. And it's a huge park. It goes all the way miles and miles. Yeah. So we live most of the Israelis, as you will see, live in condos. That's why you don't see very many private homes in this country, because the country is so small and land is so expensive. So most of the people live in condos. A condo costs $200,000, and even then they have to pay it back, and it's a big problem for them. Because the Ethiopian Jews, I was asked, you don't find any Ethiopian Jews in those buildings. What do you say?
1 million to 5 million.
We're very close to our hotel, yes. No, that's a guy that he was in the Likud party, but he has his own party. And now he's running by himself. We have a lot. We have more than 14 parties in Israel. Every Jew wants to be a prime minister. So he has his own party.